I deem it a great privilege to be here today, especially with a crowd that is sensible, sensitive, and aware to the need of the hour. To be able to mingle with such a group is itself an honor. Firstly, extending my congratulations to Apollo Cancer Centers for having taken the unique initiative to combine Indian art and Chitra Sutra to bring to us Art Can, an initiative to raise awareness about breast cancer and self-breast examinations. As I stand here, it is empowering in itself that we as a society are shunning the taboo associated with talking about our body, our need to care and examine. One step forward is definitely a step towards broader minds, healthier communication, and an aware society, and that is a win. Even today, regardless of men, women, there is a stigma that we can't openly talk about. These stigmas are created by the society. Appearance is the biggest stigma as to how one thing should look a certain type, or else it isn't acceptable. As I speak, girls and women, I request you to touch, to look and check, self-examine your body. It is a healthy practice and there's no need to be shy or to feel awkward because, hello, it's our body. It's your temple, you live in it. The confidence to talk about breast health is important, but sometimes awkwardness seeps in because there might be a sense of fear, shyness, embarrassment as to what the other sex, opposite sex, gender might think. If there is empathy in humans, then the awkwardness, embarrassment won't let you stop from talking and listening about our needs. Art is supportive, empathetic, and more importantly, it's communication without language barrier. And on this juncture, I'd really like to, it'd be really unfair on my part if I don't mention Adarsh's name. Is he around? I can't see him. Big round of applause, Adarsh. Fantastic painting. And I must appreciate Apollo also for having, merging art with a concept like this. It takes it's a very, very huge thing. Coming to that, storytelling through the Kerala mural is visually appealing and also gives room for discussions. With that being said, it is progressive enough to accept topics that require attention and mass awareness. One can take a look at these images and have a self-talk with their body. Breast cancer has many more symptoms than a lump. So don't wait to check, don't wait because of the societal silence and stigma. Yes, and with that, I'd like to conclude. I would also like to extend my gratitude for having me here today, making me a part of this very, very unique initiative. Thank you, Apollo. Thank you, everybody, for today.
Today, I would like to start with a quote from Michelle Obama, the former First Lady of the USA. Communities, countries, and the world is only as strong as the health of their women. It is indeed an honor to be a part of this novel initiative to spread awareness of breast cancer, and in particular, self-breast examination. A disease that affects many women in our country, and all of us here need to spread the word that it can be detected and treated early. We are all in this together and need to take this message and share it with our peers, friends, and family. I would like to congratulate the Apollo Cancer Centers and Apollo Proton Cancer Center for this brilliant initiative in communicating the message to a larger audience, along with the artists from Mimmiraki. I am so happy that Ms. Prayaga Martin was here to join us on this journey, and I thank the press and media friends and request them to take the message of self-breast examination far and wide. Thank you.
Zia, a flush of red. Canary yellow, cadmium orange, crimson red. Zia immerses herself in colors. As she turns an empty canvas into a sunset. She's in her studio that overlooks the beach. Its stained glass windows gleam against sunlight. She spends day after day in the studio. Her brushstrokes create magic with colors. Colors are the essence of her existence. Her eyes can pick up even the faintest of tints. For others, the ocean is just blue. But Zia sees a spectrum of colors: turquoise, cerulean, azure, and sapphire. No color has ever failed to delight her, except for that flush of red that she saw on her breast. On a windy autumn morning, Zia stood in front of her full-length mirror, drying herself. Her eyes trained to pick every tone and hue. Found a tinge of red on her right breast. It seemed nothing, but Zia couldn't ignore it. So she decided to get to know the color more. She glided her fingers up and down over her right breast with her arm raised. It wasn't just a flush of red. She also found a thick patch of skin on her breast. Her face paled and her breath quickened as she realized what that meant. The world seemed colorless for a while, but Zia couldn't give up on her life. Changing into a Prussian blue sari, she decided to get the colors back into her life. It's been months since. The red hue of her right breast is long gone. Zia is thankful for her eyes that picked up the early signs of the cancer. She's gotten back to her studio to celebrate the colors of her life.
I shouldn't be saying no. I was a little upset when I knew that I'm going to get into this problem. And actually, I was not aware what's going to happen to me and how long it's going to take. Till I met doctor and she explained to me, Ratna Devi, no, this is what, accept this. It took a while, about half an hour. I just spoke to myself. I said, okay, I have to fight it out because it's not for myself alone. It's going to be for 700 people where they work for me. And maybe if I was working for somebody, I wouldn't have had this kind of a feeling at all. But every staff of mine, at least I've got more than 84 people who've gone to prison and they've come back and they work for me. And some of the women who were called girls and they want to give up that particular profession and they've been forced to do it because of their hunger or whatever you call that. So I could take them and give them a job and they are all very happy now. So I said, no, I have to be all right. I have to be strong enough to face the whole thing. Only thing maybe as a dancer, and I enjoy dressing up. I enjoy wearing a small bit of a chain or whatever it is. I really enjoy pampering myself every day before I go to work. When my hair started falling off, it was really upsetting. But I knew it's going to come back maybe after a few things. That's not a main thing at all. And I'm not bothered. I said, now today, I don't wear anything and I go, maybe today I had to do that because I'm coming to meet you all. Otherwise, I said, this is how I am. This is not the main thing. Why can't people see me as what I am? And I've been doing it. And they call me as a chief guest in a lot of dance programs. Normally we talk about dance for 10 or 15 minutes as a chief guest. I think for the past 3.5 to 4 months, I do speak about Bharatanatyam when they call me as a chief guest. After that, there's a crowd of more than 1,000 people every time. You know, the parents call everybody for their dance arrangetram. I said, I need 3 minutes of yours. And I said, I'm sure all the men folks who have come here, very happy to see you all. And you all love your family. You all love your wives so much. Have you taken care? Have you done your checkup as far as your cancer thing? You know, have you done that? And I said, please raise your hands. They feel bad in the beginning, but I make sure that they are comfortable and they raise the thing and say, no, we have not taken our wives. And even the lady says, oh, you ma'am, நாங்கள் போனதே கிடையாது. Because now, because of the TV and the media, they are all aware of AIDS. அது நல்லா பாப்புலர் ஆகிடுது. Everybody knows about it. Sugar, yes. Diabetes, yes. But about this cancer, it gives them a psychological feeling. ஐயோ கேன்சர்னு சொன்னாலே something might come up. Maybe I'll get it. What will happen if I get it? I said, I speak about, I start off with 3 minutes on this, but I end up talking for 10 to 12 minutes or 13 minutes, saying how important it is. We are very happy to see them all when they've come to bless the children when they dance. I said, you should bless yourself and that family needs you. Meet the doctor, go for an examination, and then you feel satisfied, I am free. That gives you a great feeling. And I get WhatsApp, there are a lot of WhatsApp for the past 3.5 months. They call up and say, ma'am, we went to the breast thing. We did our checkup. And about 7 of them are in trouble. Second stage and third stage. They're not aware of it at all. They said, pain illa. So only when the pain comes, we have to go to the doctor. So I said, no. So the best way of telling 1 or 2 people is good. But when you address about a gathering of 1,000 people or 800 people, at least 5% they listen to you and they go for a checkup and they will pass on the message. When they go to the doctor and said, yes, I've got it or I've not got it, the news spreads. And it's a information to the wife, and the wife says, see, my friend, she went for it. When are you taking me to the doctor? I want to go for the checkup. So that's awareness is very important. And I think among the 700 people what I have, I sponsor, more than, I have 65 people, women are working for me. Now I speak to Dr. Ratna Devi and think we will have a special camp for all of them, because they all come to me and says, ma'am, you will be all right, God will help. It's not the God has to help through some doctors. I said, yes, they will help through doctors, and I will take you all. He says, ma'am, they are all scared. They are not too willing to do it. He said, enna mari neeyu aganuma, enna mari unakku varanuma, venda. Apna na sol pecha kettu next month when I organize a program for all of us, I'll also be there and you have to go. Now I've got almost 67 women have given in writing saying that I will go for my checkup. I'll bring all the names and we'll organize for it and meet Dr. Ratna Devi again, and we will have a camp for them. It's very, very essential. I feel, what is the use of studying so much and having so many people when you're not aware of what's going to come to you when it can be detected at earlier stage. So the money or the position doesn't give you a hand. It's yourself. The self. What do I say? You should be aware of it. We are aware of it. But we don't take things easy at all. We think, cancer, nobody has got cancer in our family. No, it can come and knock anybody's door anytime. So let's get into this and spread out the message so that we are happy that, like feeding somebody, we are going to give a life to the family by telling them what is happening. Thank you very much for inviting me.
We all have gathered here for one purpose, that is breast cancer awareness. Why is breast cancer awareness important? Majority of the most common cancer affecting the Indian women is breast cancer. It accounts to about 26.3% of all the cancers affecting the women. And by and large, this cancer is preventable and curable if detected early. Yet, 60% of Indian women present to us at a late stage, stage 3 and stage 4. And there is a National Cancer Registry 2020 report says 2 lakh Indian women were diagnosed with breast cancer, of which 76,000 people died. The mortality rate is pretty high. It has been reported. By 2025, it is going to raise to about 2.30 lakh new cancer cases. So that is why it is very, very important we are doing this breast cancer awareness.
1 in 28 women are at the risk of developing the breast cancer. 1 in 28. Look around. So you, me, all of us are at the risk of developing a breast cancer in our lifetime. 1 in 24 in the urban population and 1 in 60 in the rural population. If you look at the statistics with the Western country, 1 in 6 is the mortality rate. That is, one patient dies for every 6 women who are diagnosed with breast cancer. On contrary, when it comes to Indian, 1 is to 2. 50% is the very high mortality rate. So that is why self-breast examination is very, very important. Self-breast examination takes hardly 5 minutes only. Every month, we have to practice the self-breast examination either in your bedroom or a bathroom. It hardly takes 5 minutes, and beautifully the artwork is shown that what are the 8 simple steps how you can look into the contour, whether there is any lump, any discharge, or any change, a nipple dimpling or a skin color change. All these, if you give that 5 minutes to yourself, will be able to understand there is any change. Month after month when you do this, you will become so well understanding your own organ, and when there is a change, you will definitely pick it up. There are a lot of other factors which are contributing to the breast cancer. Usually my patients ask me, why? I don't have any habits, why did I develop this breast cancer? There are a lot of factors which influence being a woman, aging, and hormone factors, lifestyle, obesity, hypertension, diabetes. I can keep going on. All these are contributing factors. Even stress is an area where we focus on these days, because stress is also contributory to the development of this breast cancer or affecting the breast health. So self-breast examination is important. It has to be done after your periods. On the same, you have to repeat month after month. And who should start? Anybody above the age of 20. Nowadays, we are seeing more and more younger women being affected by this cancer. So it is not only above the age of 40, it is from the age of 20, you need to be aware of your breast. You please be understanding if there is a small change, you have to approach your doctor. I don't want to give a fear. Not all lumps are cancer. 80% of the lumps which has been detected in the breast are only benign lumps. But who's going to tell you that? We, the doctors, are going to help you to understand what is that lump which needs whether to go ahead with the cancer treatment or it's just a benign one. So my take-home advice is, do self-breast examination, do your annual mammograms, be aware of yourself, be aware of your organ. And a last mention about the winners. Congratulations, the winners. Actually, I'm so emotional when I see the winners. It's like a mother looking at their children. You have not only won the disease, you're so brave, you have come forward to help people understand, and you are such an inspiration. I'm so emotional about you guys, and thank you for coming. And let's join hands together and fight against this deadly disease, breast cancer. Thank you.